in Asia we say, or in the Shaolin Temple, is the Tian Ren Di, the heaven, man, earth. Heaven, man, earth, which means the human is between heaven and earth. He's like the middleman between heaven and earth.
Today's video is sponsored by mulliganbrothers.com, where you can buy the Inspire Change t-shirt, all linked down below, and it helps support these projects. Thank you for all your support. You can also become a member with the join button down below. Before that, let's jump into the video.
Right now we have 8 billion people in this world. Everybody has his own ideas and his own expectations, maybe, how he sees himself and what he would like to do with himself during this lifetime. So that means we have 8 billion different ideas. And one misconception maybe, or just something to meditate about, to contemplate about, is why would this world, why would this life, or even this universe, now I express it a little bit in a negative way maybe, but why should this life care about an individual's expectation about life? And now we are not just having one, we're having 8 billion individual expectations about life. But for me, in my mind, it's just like we are talking right now about the creator of everything. The creator of the universe, the creator of the planets, of the humans, of the animals, of the plants, of all possibilities in this world. We are talking about this type of force. In comparison to the expectation of an individual human. I'm not sure who is in the more powerful position at the moment. I mean, I am sure. The thing is just, I don't think that this type of force is existing in this world in order to fulfill that individual person's expectation about life. I think it's the other way around. I think that you have been put here on this world as a small individual in order now to be open. In order to be open, in order to receive what that force has to offer you in this lifetime. Which means you are walking through this lifetime without an own idea, more or less, what to do with your life. You are open to receive what this life in a way has to offer you. I feel that just by having this ideas, by having these visions, and then investing my lifetime to try and make these visions that come from somewhere, to make them become real. At the same time, in the moment where I feel that it's just about, it's like you make your dream come true. It's like a wrong movie, It's like you write your own movie. Like this it feels. And it is so effortless. And now, and I strongly trust that this is something very, very special that everyone is able to tap into. That is the important part. That is the very, very important part. You always have people that have the willpower, so they want. They really want it. But then they don't have the character. Then you have people which have really that type of character, that spirit of character that we were, let's say, looking for. The problem is but he doesn't want to have this type of life. So to find a person who has the characteristics, so his character, let's say, is suitable, merged together with the willpower that he also wants this way of life, this is something very, very rare. It's very rare that something like this is happening. Many people want to achieve something great, yes, but they don't have the character to do it. Their character is going to stand on the way, on their own way. They have the willpower, but they don't have the character. Other people have the character, but they don't want. If you find someone who is able to inherit both sides, this is something very special. And this is then where I think the manifestation takes place. A lot of high technology is already embedded inside of your body, inside of yourself. Yeah, but it is like a trend anyway, that many things are outwards oriented, but which is very normal. This is what we say. In the morning when you wake up, it is something very, very natural that is happening, that you open up the eyes, you get out of the bed, and so then it starts to be normal that you are interested in what's going on out there. Which means you look at the mobile phone, you look at the television, you look outside, you listen to things that are around you. That means awareness is naturally driven outwards of you in the moment where we wake up. So it's natural. This is the natural state. Like I said, if you don't pay attention, it's getting out of you. Therefore, what is it that the first step I would suggest somebody is doing, and what is also lacking nowadays, is the time that you realize this. To just realize one part of human existence, is it that our awareness is naturally being driven outwards. So, in order to create the balance, what we do with all the different types of methods is to regulate this. To regulate and keep an eye on the amount of time and on the amount of awareness that we are allowing ourselves to get lost out there. So that means, first of all, it's important that you see it on yourself first. Which means you don't turn the view out there and look out. The first thing to do is you turn around and see yourself. Because then in the moment where you are doing this, you are going to see yourself. And this is the beginning, where once you spend time with yourself, the insight comes. I think one of the main hindrances, I would call it like this, what is hindering someone to get answers or to get to the methods? I think it is the lack of time that you are spending in investigating yourself. Yeah, meaning too many things nowadays are outsourced. You are outsourcing maybe your happiness to outside circumstances. You are outsourcing your health to outside circumstances. Yeah, so you are outsourcing a lot of things where we think, yeah, but they should belong into your hands. Yeah, your health is not a question if you get vaccinated or not. This is just one, for example, one area. I'm not saying that it doesn't help, but what I'm saying at the same time is, I cannot imagine somebody, this powerful nature, this force of the universe is putting you as a human being on this earth incomplete. Meaning incomplete to deal with the challenges that this world is going to offend you with. So what I'm talking about is, for example, the immune system. I think when you have the right methods to improve, to boost up your immune system, you can face a lot of different sicknesses by yourself. Doesn't mean that you should only rely on this, but it's already a big part that can help you. And now, without going into that field now of these type of viruses, let's just talk about the normal average day headaches, back pain, muscle pain, joint pain, all of these things where nowadays it's extremely easy that you just flip in a painkiller and then you just forget about it. It's good that we have these methods, but still I think a great power lies in the ability. When you spend more time with yourself, you will realize that a lot of medicine, a lot of high technology is already embedded inside of your body, inside of yourself. If you do not want to waste energy, you try to reduce, for example, the amount of linear behavior, linear movement that you are doing in this lifetime. Meaning you investigate something that ultimately anyway comes to a hard stop. Yeah, but what does this hard stop mean? It means that all the energy that you have invested on one point is just going to vanish. Yeah, but this is kind of pointless. So what is it that you can then do? Transform. That's why we call it transformation is something really important. Because transformation only means it maybe doesn't look like the initial investment of your energy. And therefore now, if you want to contribute something to this earth, to this world, I think the challenge is to bring something from this imaginary world that only one person has, to make it start and take form. That this idea starts to shape. Because only when it takes a form, only when it starts to shape, then it enters into the world where more people now can touch it, can see it, can feel it. So it's always about an idea which has no form yet. But we humans, this is the nice part where in Asia we say, or in the Shaolin Temple, is the Tian Ren Di, the heaven, man, earth. Heaven, man, earth, which means the human is between heaven and earth. He's like the middleman between heaven and earth. From the heaven, he sometimes receives something, but only he has it. And now, what is he doing? Because he's in the middle, he brings this idea, this vision, boom, onto the earth and manifests it. Makes it real, yeah, for people to touch it, to see it. And yeah, this is where I would say this is for me one of the greatest things that I could right now say I discovered for me. And since that moment when I really integrated this into my way of living, into how I walk through this lifetime, things are just effortless.
All of this has been made possible by people supporting us at mulliganbrothers.com, where you can buy the Inspire Change t-shirts, Hardest Worker in the Room t-shirts. The new journals just come out as well. And becoming a member of the channel with the join button down below. we have a film crew, myself, Niamh, 2 other people, all the cameras, we take the whole studio with us all around the world to be able to go film Shi Heng Yi and, you know, to do these projects. And hopefully we get to film Dan Depani in person soon as well. And it's only made possible with your support. Like, it's a very costly business. Flying film crews and becoming a film studio was very difficult to do. And with your support, it's been made possible. And with your continued support, we will continue to make inspiring content. That is our goal: inspiring films, documentaries, and content. That's it. So yeah, thank you so much for all that support. And guys, if you want to see what I get up to on a day-to-day business of running this business, my day-to-day routine, my workouts, my nutrition, how I make these film projects and direct these film projects, and how we make the documentaries that we're making at the moment, go follow me on Instagram. It's at Jordan Mulligan, brother. Say hello, and just see what I get up to on a day-to-day basis. I do appreciate it. Have a blessed and productive day. I hope you gained something from this video. If you did, drop a comment down below. Love you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed and productive day. Go inspire some change. Peace.